Fabulous Wednesday. Today we're going to talking about archetypes in your spiritual business. So welcome, grab a seat, grab your tarot cards if you have them, and let's just wait for some people to come in. Let me turn the comments on. Let me turn the chat on. And we're going to just wait for some people to come in. Make sure I'm streaming on every platform that I have available. All right, let's see. Perfect. So you may be viewing me from either my YouTube channel, my Facebook group, or my Facebook business page. So wherever you're watching this training from, welcome, Madam Z here. I am your success coach in spiritual business and your confidence coach, as well as your witchy mentor. So glad you're here. I think I have everything up. We can talk about today's training. So if you are here joining me live, I see there is one person here. Make sure you type in live. And if you're watching the replay, hit hashtag replay. So I know it's during the day. I usually go live here every Wednesday around 3:30, 3:33, somewhere around there. If the tech gods are on my favor on that day. So make sure you mark that in your calendar. If you are wanting notifications that I go live every Wednesday here, so put that in your calendar. So if you're here, let me know. Let me know where you are watching from, because I have clients from all over the world. So I would love to know where everybody's watching from. So today's going to be a really interesting day. Training today. I do trainings every Wednesday. So let's talk a little bit about what is coming up today. So I love tarot, right? And a lot of us do. So put tarot into the chat if you are a tarot junkie like me. I have a couple of tarot deck reviews I need to do. I just got an email from Hay House that they now have this Oracle quarterly tarot Oracle subscription box. I was like, I didn't know that. So if you're interested in checking out some subscription boxes that are more tarot related, check Hay House out. I didn't even know they had that. Not it's just I'm gonna try to check it out and see what they kind of have. And I like Hay House stuff, so that's another one. Today we're gonna really do a mesh up of what kind of archetype, queen energy, do you possess in your spiritual business? What energy do you exude? Which energy do you resonate with? Because there are different types of queen energy. And, I'm all about the queen energy in our spiritual business, and also in our life. So sometimes there's people around in the groups that don't have a spiritual business, but they just love working with archetypes. They're very magical, witchy, which is fine. And but sometimes, I have people in my container in my groups that are really very much have a spiritual business, and they want to know what archetype that they usually work with. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Get your tarot cards out, your oracle cards if you have them. I'm going to be working with tarot cards today. So we're going to go over the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and Queen of Cups. So I want you to grab a pen. I want you to grab a piece of paper. And I want you to write down the aspects of these. We're going to talk about each one. And which one do you feel you resonate with? I'm probably going to put a quiz together so you guys can actually take this quiz. But we're just going to jump into it. And I would love to know what your answers are. Before we get started, though, what do you think you exhume, or that you have, right, that you work with in your spiritual business, that you associate with, or the type of energy that you have? Because I would like to know what people have, or what they think that they embody in the spiritual business, what kind of queen energy versus what kind of queen energy they actually have, right? So type in, what kind of energy do you think you have? Do you think you have the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles? I would love to know. All right. So the first archetype, queen archetype, we're going to talk about is the Queen of Wands. Archetypes are very, very important when you are working your spiritual business and also when you're working with yourself. It's really good to work with shadow side. It's really good to work with what you want to people to perceive that you do, what you want to put out there in the world, so you can actually be more in tune and be more in line with your energy, and so you're not going against the grain, right? So let's talk about the Queen of Wands energy really fast. All right, now this is a more modern deck. This tarot deck that I'm pulling from is It Might Hurt Tarot deck. I think that's the name of it. Usually I do Rider Waite or I do Everyday Witch Tarot, but this is based on the Rider Waite system. So this is the Queen of Wands. So let's talk about what her aspects are. So if you feel that you are a Queen of Wand energy in your spiritual business, this means you have lots of fire, lots of passion. You have a drive for success. Um, you have lots of style, lots of flair, lots. You like to wear bright colors. You like to be the center of attention. When you walk into the room, people will notice you. You have that energy about you. You have really great ideas, lots of ideas. They just come to you rapidly like fire. So make sure you have either a thing to record your ideas or make sure you have a way of writing them down. You're good with people, super outgoing, so you're not so much an introvert, really friendly to everybody, very optimistic, and you thrive in stressful situations and that you can actually handle the heat. So you may be one of the people who just procrastinate for a long time and then you get stuff done because and you work very well under pressure. You love to chat. You chat everybody's ears off. You talk about everything. And then you also, like I said, have the drive for success. Lots of fire energy, lots of oranges and reds around you. So another thing that you want to think about is when you're working with the Queen of Wands energy or any of the Queens of Wand energy and you're working on your branding, maybe you want to bring in some of that fire energy, the qualities of that, your colors, your branding colors. This is why it's so important that we find out what kind of archetype we are working with in spiritual business, because you can do so much around it. It's not just the energy. It is, you can pull in font styles, you can pull in colors, you can pull in branding, you can pull in messaging all around this archetype of Queen of Wands. So do we have any Queen of Wands in the house tonight? Any Queen of Wands? Type in the comments if you feel you're a Queen of Wands. I'm going to move this card over here. Queen of Wands energy. Checking on comments over here. Nobody's a Queen of Wands yet? Okay. No Queen of Wands. All right, let's move on to the next one. I know you guys are some of you guys are a combination of some of these too. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be one. You could be a combination of many of these, but you have different hierarchies. You have your strongest, your middle, and your least, right? So let's move on to the Queen of Pentacles. So this is who I am. I'm a Queen of Pentacles, especially based on my sign, right? Now, when you're talking about tarot and archetypes and these are what we call the court cards or the family cards. Every family card has a zodiac sign. So I'm an earth sign. So the Queen of Pentacles is associated with the earth sign, with the Taurus. So here is the Queen of Pentacles. Anybody in here a Queen of Pentacles? As far as the birthright, your zodiac, your birth sign, Queen of Pentacles. So let's talk about a little bit about what the characteristics are of the Queen of Pentacles. So great with money, right? Hard worker. This is the workhorse of the deck, right? Of the tarot deck of the family is the Queen of Pentacles. Loves luxury. Money is her security. Has the Midas touch. Very practical. Independent. Likes to work alone. Likes to be in charge of things. Doesn't work very well in a team. Or if she does, she has to be the leader. Okay. Calm and very balanced. So everything that she does, she has the gift of foresight, so she can see what's happening in investing and what is going on. This is a person who has very much the Midas test. So basically, if she will not have any money problems, and if her money runs a little bit low, you always have means to make more money. This is the gifted person with money in your business. So very stable, very calm, not so much hot and cold like the Queen of Wands. So anybody in here feel that this is the Queen of Wands? And if you're branding, the Queen of Wands colors are going to be like your earth tones, your greens, your browns, um, those kind of colors. So, Queen of Pentacles. All right, let's move on to the Queen of Cups. Now, Queen of Cups is not my favorite one. It's the one that I least resonate with. So this one is a struggle for me to connect with. Okay. So she's a water sign. She's going to be your water sign. So here's the Queen of Cups. So if you're branding, colors are going to be blues and turquoises and calming and flow. Okay. So let's talk about her. She makes decisions based on emotion. All right. She is very intuitive, very balanced, loves to nurture people, in tune with others' feelings, has to feel into their own decisions. So, how does that make you feel? What are what do you feel as holding you back from this? You have to really get into the feelings when you're working with the Queen of Cups energy, and really, really super kind. Okay, so very much an empathic also. So, do we have any Queen of Cups people? I like her. She's very sweet. She's the sweetest one of the deck, I think, and any of the queens. All right, so let's move on to the Queen of Swords now. I love her. She's the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. She's so funny. I just love her. She's like, what do you want? I'll cut you if you don't come to me correctly. And that's pretty much the energy in the Queen of Wands. She holds no qualm about what she wants, what she demands, and what she expects. There is no muddying the waters with her. She is very direct and very straight to the point. Let's talk about some other characteristics of the Queen of Swords. She is the decision maker. She is very cutthroat. She is the planner of her business. She's very analytical. She has very strong boundaries. And I know as spiritual business people, we kind of blur our lines with our business. She doesn't. She has very strong boundaries. She is straight to the point, whereas like the Queen of Wands likes to chat, likes to have a conversation, likes to connect with people. She does not. She wants the facts. She wants it straight from the hip so she can move on and do other things. She doesn't like chatter. But she's very honest. She loves honesty. She will tell you the truth, whether it hurts your feelings or not. She expects the same. Very independent. She's principled. She is very fair. She almost reminds me of the Justice card. She's very constructive and also gives and takes constructive criticism. So when she gives you constructive criticism and she kind of, hurts her feelings, it means, it's like, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but this is the truth of the matter. Suck it up, buttercup kind of thing is her energy. She's very objective, and she has lots of perception about her spiritual business and her personal life. So I love the Queen of Swords. She is my girl too. So any Queen of Swords energy in here that we have. I'm going to put her up a little bit. No Queen of Swords energy. I love her though. If you look at comparatively against all these cards, you can see their energy is very different. Even the coloring is very different. Even their stances are different, right? Very interesting. So I would love to know, what type of archetype queen energy do you embody in your spiritual business? And what do you strive to be? Because in order to be a well-rounded spiritual queen, you have to have some aspects of all of these in some area at one point or time in your business. Sometimes you have to be the Queen of Cups. You have to be very nice and very sweet, right? Very forgiving. And other times you just have to cut the cord and say, hey, I've given you 3 chances. This is it. Or, I'm working with you and I'm trying to heal your inner wounds, your mother-daughter wounds, and cut the cords, but you're not doing the inner work. So it's not going to work if you don't do the work, right? So um, everybody has an aspect of these queen energies in your business. But which one is the most prominent one for you? And how can you embody that daily in your spiritual business? How can you bring and honor the Queen of Cups energy every single day if you're a Queen of Cups? How can you embody the Queen of Swords energy into your daily spiritual practice? So I would love to know. This is kind of a quick, short training today. So if I would love to know who you really resonate with and who you work with and who you want to spend more time embodying with. The Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Wands. All right, everyone, that's it for now. We will see you in the Facebook group. If you are not already in my free Facebook group, click that link in the description. Come on over. That's where all the cool stuff happens. That's where we all hang out. All right, everyone, we'll see you in the Facebook group.